These are the stars that me and my friends have painted. And when my friends came over, we'd sit down and paint and just talk. And it was very kind of therapeutic for me to just talk. It made me feel happy. It's very sort of cathartic to just paint. And I think it's, to me, a way of healing as a community, letting people know good people are here for other good people. People who had received stars previous for something that happened in their community made stars and sent them to us in San Bernardino. So we're sending to Orlando, sending basically hope. I never thought that this is where I would be this year. Going to doctor's appointments and dealing with gunshot wounds that were caused by terrorists because of what happened in December.
Breaking news coming to us out of California, San Bernardino, where we have the sheriff's office confirming that they've had an active shooter.
It happened in San Bernardino, a city of more than 200,000 people, about 60 miles east of Los Angeles.
Several down in the conference, several down. We need medical aid.
I realized that I was the first officer who was there.
All I could think of is, today's not the day to make a mistake.
I watched 2 of my coworkers die right with me. I saw them take their last breath.
It was one of the most horrific scenes I've ever seen in my life.
Long hours of tension and terror that began with the country's latest mass shooting. I've got 3 kids. My oldest son is almost 27. He's a professional golfer playing on the PGA Tour in Asia. My second son is 25, and he's a civil engineer with the County of LA. My daughter is 11 and goes locally here to school. My husband is Jesus. He works here in town. He's a civil engineer. We've been married for working almost 31 years. And we've lived here in San Bernardino for almost 28 years now. San Bernardino, though, has been hit hard by the recession.
By the 80s and 90s, thousands of residents lost their jobs as the biggest employers moved out. The 2008 recession hit the city hard. San Bernardino became the poorest city west of Detroit. And then, as if things couldn't get worse, terrorists struck on December 2nd, 2015.
I've had people tell me like that if you could just take that day away, what an awful day. And the truth is, a bad thing happened to me on a good day.
December 2nd started as any other day.
We started equipment checkouts, running tools, going through our normal routine.
I take my daughter Ellie to school from 7:30 to 7:50. I'm the volunteer kind of greeter at the school where I help kids get in and out of the cars when parents dropped them off. Then I went to work. It was our general education meeting day where we sort of have program updates. We take pictures within our groups. So we got up to take a picture, and it was about that time where I heard banging on the door, and that's when I saw someone come in with a gun and start shooting. At first, I got down, but I thought this was like some kind of drill. As things were being shot and flying around, that's when it struck me it wasn't a drill, and there was nothing really to cover us. I was shot when I was down. Whoever it was went away, and it came back and shot me again, basically the same location. And the other people around me at the tree all died. I was the only one who survived there.
The engineer on my crew was out in the engine, and he'd come in and said, they have a situation in the south end. We switched to the police frequency, and instantly, we knew.
I realized that I was the first officer who was there. None of us had tactical helmets. None of us had a rifle with us at the time. You have a strong likelihood that you're going to engage and potentially be outgunned and potentially be shot. But we certainly were not going to stand by outside while people were actively being injured and possibly killed.